Even as talk of the temporary pause raise hopes for the calm, well, fresh reports from Iran suggest that the whole situation on the ground is telling a very different story. Overnight, multiple locations were reportedly hit, adding a new layer of tension to an already volatile conflict. Welcome to TimesXP's War Report, and according to Iranian media, energy and gas infrastructure in Isfahan and Khurramshahr, they were under attack. Now, these are not ordinary targets, right? They cannot be. They are very important nodes in Iran's energy network, making the strike strategically significant. Now, let's pause here because, ladies and gentlemen, this raises one very serious question. Well, was the pause ever a deal? Officials in Tehran, they claim that the gas pressure stations and key pipeline system, they were hit during the overnight strike. While there are no confirmed reports of the casualties yet, but the potential impact on energy supply and infrastructure, that is being closely watched right now. You know what makes this whole moment so dramatic is the timing here. Well, these strikes, they are being reported despite the earlier signals from the United States about a temporary halt in operations, creating a lot of confusion and raising the doubts about what is exactly happening behind the scenes. Wait, is this a breakdown of coordination? Or maybe a deliberate continuation of pressure? Though Iran has responded with very strong warnings, making it clear that continued attacks will not go unanswered. The message from Tehran is direct: retaliation is on the table if strikes continue. And this back and forth, it is pushing the whole conflict into a dangerous zone where announcements and actions are no longer seem to align. Diplomatic signals are being overshadowed by developments on the battlefield. And at the very same time, targeting energy infrastructure, that adds another dimension to the conflict. These are assets that power the industries, fuel the economy, support the daily life. Any sustained damage could have a ripple effect, and that too far beyond the battlefield. The bigger picture, it is becoming clearer by every single day. This is not just a military confrontation anymore. This is also an economic and strategic battle. With rising uncertainty, the risk of escalation is growing. Every strike here, every response, every statement is now being watched very closely. Not just in the region, but across the world. Because when attacks continue even during a pause, well, it signals that the conflict may be far from slowing down.